Hello. Today we are discussing the 5 books that I want to read. I want to read more books. The 5 books that I really would like to get to in 2020. Before I get into this, I want to tell you the basis of what I want this video to be. There's obviously a lot of books that I really want to read, but something that in 2019 that was really exciting for me was finding new authors that I really loved and then being able to pick up their next book because I already owned it. And there's a lot of books on my shelf and authors on my shelf that I've never read, and I own more than one of their books. In 2019, I really discovered some new authors that I absolutely adored. Bridget Kemmerer, Jen Bennett, Holly Black. I read more than one book from them in this year, so I really want to keep up with that and read more books from authors on my shelf that I have more books from. So you'll see what I'm saying in a second. So the 5 books I've chose today are books that I own more than one book from the author. Another point of this was that I get to try these authors that I own more books from. If I absolutely hate their writing style, then I know that I don't have to read their other books and I can possibly get rid of books that I have more than one of. Not more than one of, that I own multiple books from the same author. But really it's just the way that I can find new authors or find authors that I might not like. It's just all an experiment. I don't know what else to say. But I'm gonna get into the 5 books now. So starting off with Huntley Fitzpatrick, I own 2 books from her. I own The Boy Most Likely To and My Life Next Door. So the way I did it was I picked the book that I thought I would like the most. So I read that book. Hopefully I enjoy it to be more interested in reading more of Huntley Fitzpatrick's books. So for that, I chose My Life Next Door by Huntley Fitzpatrick. This is the one I thought was more interesting. It's a contemporary romance. It's about these 2 neighbors that fall in love and their families are really different, and it's, you know, I think it's kind of southern. It kind of gives that kind of vibe, and I'm just really excited. I've heard really good things about this. It actually has really high reviews for like a contemporary romance. Hopefully I'll love this. I'll be able to pick her other book. You know, you get the idea. Moving on. Next author I own 3 books from, which is kind of ridiculous honestly, and that's Emery Lord. I own When We Collided, Open Road Summer, and The Start of Me and You. And for this, the book that I want to read this year that I will make an effort to fit into my reading is The Start of Me and You. Basically, this is the story of this girl whose first boyfriend died in a freak swimming accident, and now she's kind of like shut out from everyone, and I'm pretty sure it's like another contemporary romance. I promise I have some other genres on here. There's like a guy and there's romance, and I'm sure there's other things going on. I think actually this has like 2 guys in it, so it might be like a triangle, which I haven't read in so long honestly. And yeah, I'm excited. If I like this, then I can read the other 2. You get the idea. Moving on to something a little different. The next author I have is Sami Myers. So I have Cinder from her and I have Heartless. And for the purpose of this video, the book I want to read this year is Heartless. This has mixed reviews, but I think it's something that I could really like, and I like a nice standalone that has like this sort of weird kind of plot line, I guess. This is about the Queen of Hearts, some kind of plot line with her. Honestly, I don't know much, and I don't think I've heard from people that you don't want to know much going into this. But the reason I didn't want to start with reading Cinder is because this is a series and it's not really what I'm looking for right now. But I know if I like the writing style on this, I'll probably like Cinder, and then I can read that series in the future. So next book, Heartless. Next up, something even more different, and that is Kara Thomas. She is a YA thriller writer, and from her I have Little Monsters and The Darkest Corners. And for the purpose of this year, I want to read The Darkest Corners. This book is different. I haven't read a lot of thrillers. It's something I want to get more into this year. It's definitely something that's a little outside of my comfort zone. This is basically just about this girl who lived in this town, and then she left and she came back, and she's kind of like going through with all these people she used to know. I honestly have no idea. Like, I don't really understand what it's saying at all. It has semi good reviews, but like YA thrillers like don't typically have like great reviews, period. But I think something happened one night, like back when they were younger. Now they're like coming to terms with it in the future, and it's going to be a story of what happened and what they're going to do about it. You know, the norm, I guess. And then finally some more, I think, hard-hitting contemporary, and that's Jandy Nelson. So I have The Sky is Everywhere and I'll Give You the Sun. And for this video, I'm going to be picking I'll Give You the Sun. This was on Books I Have to Read, I think in 2019, and I didn't get to it. Or no, I think it was 2018. I don't think I did one for 2019. And I didn't get to it, but I really would like to get to Jandy Nelson. Both of these books have really high ratings, and this tells the story of these two siblings, are twins, and their stories. But yeah, that's all I really know, and that's all I really care to know. But I know this is probably, I think, more hard-hitting than the other contemporaries I have on here, but I don't know for sure. Maybe the other ones will like really like sock me in the throat, who knows. So with all that said, these are 5 books I really want to get to this year, and I hope you find it interesting with the thought process I had behind these. I'm really excited to read from all these authors and hopefully find some new favorites. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Comment down below if you've read any of these books. Let me know what you think, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye!